Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and wow, I guess pretty much since the last one I did where I talked about Mortal Kombat has really taken a lot out of me for sure, but hey, I guess if anything, it's not gonna stop me from of course doing another one of these right but now, because I'm in for a real treat talking about this movie. So yeah. I guess some time has passed since of course last week when I did my thoughts video on the recent Mortal Kombat movie, and I think I do kind of felt I would probably take a month-long break, pretty much take a month-long break from of course seeing movies in theaters, just to mainly focus on other things, as well as of course some video projects I have yet to of course work on for sure. But don't worry about a thing. Pretty much the couple of movies that I am gonna go see in theater some point around soon. I think probably the two that I have next on my list, I believe, is Cruella and A Quiet Place Part 2. So yeah, those won't be out until less than a month from now. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But yeah, regardless, I felt I would probably take a break from, of course, seeing movies in theaters for a good long month, just to mainly focus on other things. In fact, probably by the time I'm recording this, April is already ending. And in fact, the more I think about it, what day is it over here by now? Well, what? The 1st of May? Wow. I guess it kind of makes sense to, of course, put out a new thoughts video on the start of the new month. That's quite nice. So yeah, I guess if anything, I would probably take a break from, of course, seeing movies in theaters for a good long month, just to mainly focus on other things. Oh, but don't worry about a thing. I guess in regards to pointing out a new thoughts video right about now, I think I will, of course, probably do one thing I know I would do in my spare time, which is, of course, seeing stuff on streaming services, or, of course, some stuff that I've overlooked for quite some time. So yeah, I may, of course, probably, of course, take a look pretty much at a TV show that is, of course, released on streaming that I have yet to see. Yeah, in fact, I do have one that I have yet to see, but don't worry, it'll be out soon. And, of course, I think I may, of course, do a little... yeah, I think I may, of course, talk about a anime for sure that I didn't get excuse me for a second, that I didn't get a chance to actually see right up until now. Yeah, that's what I was meant to say for sure. So, but yeah, don't worry about a thing. I'll be sure to, of course, do these thoughts videos some point around for sure, right up until I'm fully ready to, of course, see the next couple of movies that will be released in theaters. Like I said, those being Cruella and A Quiet Place Part 2. So yeah, those will definitely be out some point around soon. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But I guess in the meantime, I think, speaking about what I said about Netflix, why don't I talk about a recent animated feature film that's recently released onto Netflix? So yeah, I guess in the meantime, while of course I take my break, why don't I go ahead and talk about a recent animated film that just dropped Netflix very recently, and it's actually getting a lot of really great praise right about now. So yeah, I guess in the meantime, I might as well do that. Alright. And so yeah, I guess for of course what it is, I think pretty much will help fill in the void for of course this month-long break from seeing movies in theaters. I figure I would probably go ahead and, of course, talk about this recent animated film that has just recently been released on Netflix, for sure, and yeah, quite literally, I did finish up watching it, nearly 2 hours long, and I'm fully ready to, of course, talk about this one, and I couldn't help but feel absolutely excited to talk about this one. So yeah, I guess the only question remains, I guess the only question a lot of you guys have in mind is, what movie is it I'm going to be talking about? Well, let me tell you something. I think this movie I am going to be talking about is about a road trip story that's mixed in with the robot apocalypse. So yeah. And quite literally ever since I first saw the trailer, I was super psyched about it, and now it's officially out after God knows how long. So yeah, if you couldn't tell right about now, for of course this animated feature film I'm going to be talking about is something I've been waiting to talk about for a good long year now, ever since, again, from when I first saw the trailer. So in case a lot of you guys are curious to know, I'm of course going to be talking about the latest animated feature film from Sony Pictures Animation, simply known as The Mitchells vs. the Machines. So yeah, I guess for of course today's thoughts video, I'm of course going to go ahead and talk about The Mitchells vs. the Machines, and let me tell you something, I am super stoked to actually talk about this movie for sure, and I couldn't help but feel overall enthusiastic about all this, and yeah, I think, I guess if anything, now that the movie is finally out and I did finally get the chance to see it, I might as well go ahead and talk about this movie for sure. So yeah, that's what I kind of figured I would do. Alright. So yeah, I guess beforehand before I can get right on to, of course, talking about this movie, I think I might as well give you guys a little something that's a bit in context with, of course, what I'm going to be talking about. Now, I think I do remember right around last year, I actually did see the trailer for this movie under its new name, Connected, and I think based on my research that I've actually done, it does sound quite interesting, and the way I actually see the trailer, it does look incredibly interesting, and it does look like it is gonna be something grand and spectacular for sure, and plus, based on what I can remember, it's of course, yeah, for while of course, this movie is, of course, directed by two writers who actually wrote a good number of episodes of the TV show Gravity Falls, which, yeah, I really love that show a whole lot. And not only that, but it's also helmed by producers Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who you may remember, of course, gave us such wonderful animated feature films such as The Lego Movie and, of course, the critically acclaimed masterpiece that I absolutely love the hell out of, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So yeah, I guess for, of course, what it is, I think it actually does look like it's gonna be absolutely spectacular. And I actually did say the new title of the movie, Connected, because believe it or not, because believe it or not, The Mitchells vs. the Machines was the original title that this movie was given, but right before it's originally set to be released, for sure, they changed it to Connected instead. So yeah, and of course, as you imagine, it was originally going to be given a theatrical release right around last year, but sadly, the pandemic happened, causing a good number of movie theaters to be shut down for sure, and of course, pulling Sony actually pulling the movie out of its release schedule. And yet, I am still blaming this pandemic for, of course, giving us such massive delays for movies. Like I said numerous times in my head, damn you, COVID-19! So yeah, I'm still mad at COVID-19 for, of course, delaying several movies, including this one for sure. If only I wish it never happened, but it did happen. And my God, it was terrible. So yeah, I think, I guess if anything, I kind of actually forgot about it sometime later and just moved on to other stuff for sure, but that wasn't until it actually popped up yet again, I think maybe about a month or two, maybe about a month or two ago or something. But hey, regardless on that, the movie actually did pop up once again, and believe it or not only for the fact that it was, of course, changed back to its original title that it was given. Gee, I think the more I think about it, it could be the similar approach to, of course, what Snakes on a Plane did, by, of course, going for a brand new title, but of course they changed it back to the original title at the last minute. I wouldn't be quite surprised if that's the case, but believe it or not, I think based on what I've actually learned, instead of actually giving it a theatrical release, it went straight to Netflix. So yeah, I guess if anything, for of course what I've seen, that's actually really great news in a nutshell. And yeah, quite literally when I saw the new trailer and the announcement that it's of course moving on to Netflix as opposed to giving it a theatrical release, I was still stoked. Yeah, I was still stoked for this movie, nevertheless. So yeah, all I guess I pretty much had to do is, of course, wait until the movie comes out. And well, guess what? The movie is finally out right about now. And yeah, quite literally, right around tonight, on its official release date, I finally got the chance to see it for what it is. And now that I've actually finished watching it all the way through, what do I think of this movie overall? Well, I think I will say they've done it yet again. So yeah, I think with, of course, everything that I've been seeing with this movie, I really enjoyed it a whole lot. I think with, of course, everything that I'm seeing quite literally on my own computer screen, watching this movie all the way through, I actually really love it for what it is. I think it's not only a really fun experience that you'll really get yourself into, but it is absolutely hilarious for what it is. So yeah, that's quite literally the best way I can describe this movie. It is fun, yet hilarious at the same time. So yeah, that's how much I really enjoyed this movie a whole lot. It is that great. So yeah, that's what I actually can say. Alright. So, yeah, I guess now that I've actually got the short version out of the way, I think a lot of you guys are curious to know what the long version is. Well, I guess in order to answer that, I might as well talk about all of the main aspects for, of course, this movie. First of all is, of course, the story for this movie. So yeah, I think with, of course, what I'm seeing in the story for, of course, this movie, I think it's actually really incredibly set up by far. I think with, of course, everything I'm seeing, it actually does flow out well for a really gripping and yet very interesting story. Pretty much taking this whole idea of just a simple road trip movie while mixing it in with, of course, the robot robot apocalypse. I think I guess the best way I can actually describe it in a short version is that I will take a note out of one of my favorite reviewers, Electric Dragon 505, otherwise known as Ackleyattack, when he did his review on that movie. It is basically a goofy movie mixed in with Terminator by far. So yeah. That's actually what I can say. The best way, yeah, just to take a note out of Ackleyattack, the best way I can describe the story for this movie is basically a goofy movie mixed in with the Terminator. So yeah, I think, I guess with, of course, what I'm seeing, they actually really put in some really great bullet points for, of course, what it's actually trying to do. And I think with, of course, everything that I'm seeing, it actually does flow out quite well for an interesting story. Sure, there may be some parts of it that can be a bit gripping at times, but don't worry, I'll get to that major nitpick later on. But with everything that I'm actually seeing, and of course this movie by far, it is absolutely really well done, and I really love how well it's actually flowed out. It is actually pretty simple, and yet easy to pretty much follow by far. And so yeah, that's how much I actually really like the story for, of course, this movie. And of course, not only that, I absolutely love the way this film is actually written by far. I think the writing in this movie is absolutely well done. I really love the way it actually turned out by far. I think with, of course, everything that I'm actually seeing, I think it actually did deliver some really great scenes that's actually written out to some really strong dialogue that's been given for sure. And sure, I think there may be some parts of it that could use a little bit of a rewrite, but everything else I have to say is just spot on by far, and I really love the way it actually turned out. So So yeah, much like on how I felt about the story for, of course, this movie, the writing, I have to say, is absolutely brilliant. I really love the way on how well crafted the writing for this movie is. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright. So yeah, now that I've actually got that out of the way in terms of both story and writing, I might as well go ahead and talk about everything else right about now. So yeah, what's next? Oh yeah, now I remember the characters in this movie. Yeah, I think with, of course, everything that I'm actually seeing by far, I think the characters in this movie is just absolutely brilliant, and they are incredibly interesting, and they are incredibly likable for sure. I think with, of course, everything I'm actually seeing on screen, I actually do care for them. You actually get to know them. You get to understand their flaws, and I guess on top of that, you would actually see how they would overcome their problems. So yeah, I think with, of course, everything I'm seeing, all the characters in this movie is just absolutely brilliant. I really love on how interesting all of them are. Though, believe it or not, the one character I have to say that I actually relate to the most is, of course, the main lead in this movie, which is Katie Mitchell. So yeah, I think with, of course, everything that I'm actually seeing, I think pretty much the way I actually see her on screen and how she's actually established by far, she's actually set up to be a really great filmmaker, and has been wanting to go to film school in order to do exactly that. And I know this is gonna be pretty hard for me to say it, but when I actually do see her in this movie, all throughout the course, I felt like I'm actually looking at myself for once. So yeah, and I guess it's pretty obvious that I've been wanting to get into the film industry for quite some time. Hell, I dare even say I'm currently taking classes at college for the past 6 to 7 years now in order to do that, and I guess with, of course, what I'm actually seeing, I actually do relate to Katie by far. I think I'm actually more looking at myself when I actually see her. That's how incredible it is, and I really love the way it actually turned out by far. So yeah, regardless on that, all the characters in this movie are likable, and they are very interesting, and I dare even say pretty much another aspect that I can say right about now, all the actors that, of course, they brought on for this movie, my god, they are incredibly well casted by far. I think with, of course, everything I'm seeing, pretty much all the recognizable names that they actually got, and some of which I may not even know about, I really love on how well casted this movie is, and they actually pulled off some really fantastic performances by far. I think for, of course, everything I'm seeing from, of course, their actions, and of course, their line delivery, it is just absolutely spot on, and I really love the way he actually turned out for sure. So, excuse me. So yeah, I guess regardless on that, I really love the way how well acted this movie is. So yeah, that's what I can say. Alright. So yeah, now that I've actually got the characters and the actors out of the way, I think there's a whole lot more to talk about for sure. First of all is, of course, mainly the animation by far. So yeah, I actually really love on how well crafted the animation for, of course, this movie is. I think with, of course, everything that I'm actually seeing by far, I really love on how incredible it is. Pretty much taking a whole concept of course, 3D animation and mixing it in with 2D animation actually makes it incredible. And I really love the great amount of detail they actually put into it, and plus, I actually really like some parts in this movie where, of course, they want to go for a more cartoony type level by far, almost like almost like I'm actually seeing something like, of course, not just from Gravity Falls that I mentioned, but also another show that I may have actually heard great things about, but I never got the time to actually see it, which was The Loud House. So yeah, I think I actually can say I really love on how well the animation turned out to be, and plus not only that, the comedy, I have to say, is just absolutely incredible. I think with, of course, everything I'm seeing in terms of comedy, being, of course, both verbally and physically by far, it actually is incredibly well done, and I will admit I did get a really great laugh out of all the jokes in this movie. So yeah, much like how I felt about the animation, the comedy in this movie actually works incredibly well. I really love excuse me for a second. I really love the way on how well it actually turned out for sure. It is just absolutely incredible, and plus I also really love the oh, what else? Oh yeah, now I remember, I also really love on how well crafted the music is. I really love on how crisp and clean the editing is. I really love on how well it's actually shot alongside the animation, which actually makes it all the more incredible by far. And I guess if anything, yeah. Oh yeah, I think there's one other thing I forgot. Yeah, pretty much stepping aside from the comedy, I really love on how action-packed this movie is. Also, it is just absolutely incredible, and I really love on how well fast-paced it actually turned out. And I guess the most important thing I actually can say about this movie, I actually really love on how well crafted its commentary is on, of course, modern-day technology. I mean, really think about it, pretty much over the course for the past couple of decades now, let alone in recent years, we've actually relied on, of course, several bits of technology, like, of course, tablets, laptops, and, of course, cell phones by far, and yeah, I guess for, of course, what it's trying to do, I really love the incredible commentary it's actually throwing into it, because, yeah, for a movie called The Mitchells vs. the Machines, I think it actually did deliver, of course, the Machines part alongside the Mitchells part, because I absolutely really love on how well they actually turned out, because they not only did keep the focus on, of course, the Mitchell family themselves, but they also let the massive amount of technological stuff that I could list at the top of my head be the main stars in this movie, and it actually did do an incredible job in doing exactly that. I really love the way it actually turned out for sure. So yeah, I guess with all that combined, that is how much I really love this movie. Alright. So yeah, that's actually what I can say about this movie by far. That is how much I really love it. So yeah, but however, if there's one major nitpick that I actually have with this movie is that going back a bit to, of course, the story, for while I do think it's actually really well done, I think I will admit some parts in this movie can be incredibly slow at sometimes, like, of course, I think I do get the idea. It's actually trying to, of course, build up to, of course, what we're actually going to be getting, but I will say some parts of it is pretty much too slow. It's more like wasting its time rather than taking its time. Now, I do understand that it's actually the whole point. They want to take the time to actually establish all the stuff that we've been seeing, just so that we can actually get to the cool stuff later on. And I guess I can agree on that one, but I guess if anything, that is just my one nitpick that I have with this movie. Not saying that I hate it by all means, but I do think it could have been fixed up just a teeny tiny bit. So, but hey, that's just me talking for sure. But regardless on that, everything else I still have to say about this movie, it is still absolutely really well done. So yeah, that's what I can say on that. Alright. So yeah, I guess with all that combined right about now, that is how much I really love this movie. So yeah, what else can I say except the Mitchells versus the Machines. Once again, I actually thought it was a fun yet hilarious movie that is well worth your time watching. It's got a really great story, really great writing, interesting characters, really great actors that pulled off great performances, and of course some incredible animation, and that's just to name a few by far, and yeah, I guess for what it is, I am really glad I actually got to see this movie for what it is, because it is just absolutely brilliant, and I really love the way it actually turned out, and yeah, I know I may be missing out on, of course, some of the other recent movies from Sony Animation that they actually put out, like, of course, The Wish Tracking, for example, but yeah, that would probably be saved for another time. I just don't have the time to actually talk about it right about now, because, well, it may be hard to find, but, maybe if I'm lucky, I think I may find it on Netflix, like I did for, of course, this movie, and take a look at it from there, but hey, we shall wait and see. So yeah, I guess with, of course, whatever direction Sony Animation is taking for, of course, the recent movies that they're putting out, let alone putting it out on Netflix, as opposed to, of course, releasing it in theaters again, because of this ongoing pandemic, which thankfully will die down soon, so fingers crossed. I'm still pretty excited to see what they're going to be doing, and who knows, maybe there are movies, whether they be good or bad, I think they may be well worth checking out, so yeah, I guess if anything, if you are quite curious to see this movie for yourself, then don't worry about a thing. You can definitely check it out on Netflix right about now, so yeah, if you definitely got the time and you have Netflix, see this movie for yourself. Like I said, it is a fun yet hilarious experience that I can guarantee you do not want to miss. So yeah, I guess for my final score right about now, I'm of course going to give this movie a 9 out of 10. So yeah, I guess for what it is a really fantastic movie that I couldn't help but recommend for, of course, what it is. So yeah, if you got the time, fire up Netflix and see this movie for yourself. So yeah, that's what I can say on that. Alright. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and if you have seen the Mitchells versus the Machines for yourself, then feel free to let me know in the comment section below on what you thought about it, as well as, of course, leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And of course, as always, feel free to send me an email if you want to ask me any questions, or if you just want to book me for a con or event sometime in the near future, but we shall have to wait and see on that. Follow me on my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty other social media sites that I have provided with, of course, the links down in the description box below. And of course, support me on Patreon if you want to see well, exclusive sneak peeks to, of course, some of my videos that I'm going to be putting up, alongside some other awesome rewards that'll help fit your budget. And of course, speaking of which, I think I might as well go ahead and show off one of the awesome tiers that I'm gonna be yeah, that's actually part of my Patreon. So yeah, and here they are. It is these wonderful stickers that I got. Of course, my logo for sure. That is, of course, made by one of my friends, Melissa of Dusk Days Studio. Thank you so much for Melissa for, of course, making these and sending them all over to me. And I gotta say, they look absolutely fantastic. And not only that, not only was she kind enough to, of course, make stickers of my current logo, but believe it or not, just as a early sneak peek to will be coming down, she also made one on my new logo. So yeah, I guess if anything, I I guess with the way I'm showing it off, here's of course a special look at of course our new logo that believe it or not, we're gonna be debuting in 2023 just in time for our 15th anniversary. And yeah, like I said, these stickers are now currently available right about now if you select the $10 tier or more, just so that you can get these stickers for sure. So yeah. So yeah, like I said, my Patreon is in the description box below if you want to support me with what I'm doing, and of course get some awesome rewards, like of course these stickers that'll help fit in with of course your budget by far. So yeah, there's your sneak peek to of course what I've actually showed off. So yeah, glad I got that out of the way. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, now I remember, if you enjoyed today's, this video right about now, or of course today's video, or whichever, then feel free to give it a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And speaking of my channel, feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you want to see more videos like this coming up in the near future. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and don't worry about a thing. Once I do get the time, I will do another one for sure. I just need to take a break from, of course, seeing movies in theaters for a good long month, just to mainly focus on other things, as well as, of course, other video projects I've been meaning to, of course, get out for some time. But don't worry, once I do eventually hang up a movie theater sometime later, and I do get a chance to see Cruella and A Quiet Place Part 2, I will be sure to, of course, let you guys know, and I will do some thoughts videos on that. But I guess in the meantime, we'll just have to wait on that. So yeah, whatever ones I can do for, of course, the next thoughts video, I'll be sure to let you guys know. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.